Imagine your teen moved out tomorrow. Would they continue making good decisions if you weren't there to remind them or keep them accountable? Would they manage their responsibilities well and generally make choices you'd be proud of? Or would they struggle because you've been the one holding everything together? If that last question makes you uncomfortable, you're not alone. And as a parent of 3 myself, this is something I have to think about too. Many loving parents fall into what I call the good parent trap. And according to decades of research on teen development, this one pattern can have a profound impact on your teen's future. In this video, I'll explain what that trap is, why so many well-meaning parents fall into it, and what you can do instead. I'm Daniel Wong. I'm a teen coach and I specialize in helping teens thrive. The parents most likely to fall into the good parent trap are often the ones who care the most. They desperately want their teens to grow into responsible and capable adults. Here's what usually happens. Your teen forgets to do an assignment, so you step in to make sure it gets done. They leave their wet towel on the bathroom floor, so you pick it up because it's easier than starting another argument. They keep procrastinating, so you end up organizing their schedule and constantly reminding them what needs to be done. In isolation, none of these things seem unreasonable. You're simply trying to keep life moving forward and you're trying to prevent avoidable problems. And let's be honest, modern parenting comes with enormous pressure. Parents worry about grades, future opportunities, friendships, mental health, and whether their teenager will be able to thrive as an adult. So little by little, parents take on more responsibility. Not because they want to micromanage, but because they feel trapped. They've tried stepping back before and things didn't go well. Over time, without realizing it, parents can become the system that keeps their teenager functioning. When parents come to me and ask me to coach their teen, they're usually frustrated because they're tired of having to stay on top of everything. They're tired of reminding their teen to do their homework. They're tired of asking them to clean their room for the 4th time. They're tired of arguing about chores and responsibilities. Beneath all of that frustration lies a deeper issue. The real challenge isn't simply getting your teen to do what they're supposed to do today. The real challenge is helping a teen become increasingly capable of managing their own life without constant supervision and reminders. Every interaction you have with your teen teaches them something. And every time you solve a problem your teen could reasonably learn to solve themselves, you're teaching 2 lessons at once. The first lesson is about how to handle that particular situation. The second lesson is about what your teen believes they're capable of. And in the long run, the second lesson may be more important than the first. What's interesting is that researchers studying teen development keep arriving at similar conclusions from different angles. For example, psychologist Dr. David Yeager has found this to be true. Teens respond better when adults treat them as people who are ready for increasing responsibility and worthy of genuine respect. Instead of trying to control every decision, giving teenagers meaningful ownership can strengthen their motivation and engagement. Researchers Bart Sonens and Martin van Steenkiste have arrived at similar conclusions. Here's what their research shows. Teens do better when their parents encourage appropriate independence while still providing warmth, guidance, and clear expectations rather than trying to control them. Then there's the work of developmental psychologist Dr. Lauren Steinberg, one of the world's leading experts on teen development. He's found that the teenage years are a crucial period for developing judgment and decision-making. Those abilities don't suddenly appear when a person turns 18 or 21. They develop through repeated opportunities to think, choose, make mistakes, and learn. Good judgment is like a muscle. If someone else is always doing the heavy lifting, that muscle doesn't get the same chance to grow. Over a period of years, a pattern can quietly develop. When your teen runs into a challenge, you step in. You solve the problem, make the phone call, remind your teen, and tell them what to do next. These repeated actions can unintentionally communicate this to your teen. I don't think you can handle this. Of course, that's almost never what parents mean to communicate. But teens don't just learn from what we say. They also learn from the patterns they experience. They may begin relying on your executive function instead of building their own. And that dependence doesn't magically disappear when they leave home. It's easy to think this conversation is mostly about school. But this goes much deeper than grades or homework. At its core, it's about character and values. It's about becoming the kind of person who thinks about how their actions affect other people. The kind of person who keeps their word and follows through on commitments, who contributes to their family and community. These qualities matter more than awards and accomplishments. It's a bit like training wheels on a bike. Training wheels are great. They're useful and they're exactly what children need at the beginning when they're learning to ride a bike. But eventually, the training wheels have to come off. If they stay on for years, they don't make the child safer. They prevent the child from learning how to balance and ride a bike on their own. Parenting works the same way. Support, guidance, and boundaries are essential. But if parents keep stepping in to manage responsibilities their teens could learn to handle, those life skills may develop much more slowly. The answer isn't to remove the support overnight. It's to gradually transfer responsibility as your teen becomes more capable. If you're finding this video helpful so far, please click the like button. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on future videos about helping teens thrive. So what does this look like in real life? Here are 3 practical strategies to help your teen become more capable and independent. Strategy number 1. Stop being your teen's second brain. Many parents end up becoming their teen's reminder system, planner, and problem solver. They're the ones remembering when assignments are due, reminding their teen to bring their sports equipment, keeping track of chores, and figuring out what needs to happen next. I encourage you to gradually hand back some of the thinking that your teen is capable of doing for themselves, even if things don't go perfectly at first. So instead of immediately saying, "Here's what you need to do," try asking, "What's your plan?" or "What options have you considered?" At first, your teen's ideas may not be especially good. That's okay. They're practicing judgment, and learning often involves a few mistakes along the way. Just like any other skill, good judgment develops through practice. Strategy number 2. Give responsibility before your teen seems ready. This may sound counterintuitive. Many parents think, once my teen becomes more responsible, then I'll trust them with more responsibility. But in many cases, it works the other way around. Responsibility helps create responsibility. Teens become more capable by being trusted with meaningful responsibilities. That doesn't mean handing over everything right away. It means looking for opportunities to gradually transfer ownership. Maybe it's managing their own deadlines. Or maybe it's learning from the natural consequences of forgetting something important. Remember, you need to step back so your teen can step up. Strategy number 3. Replace management with mentorship. A manager directs every move, while a mentor develops another person's ability to think and act independently. A manager solves problems, while a mentor helps someone learn how to solve problems. This is a very different role. A manager says, "This is what you should do." A mentor says, "Let's think through this together." So, for example, when conflict arises between siblings, resist the temptation to become the referee every time. Especially when it's a disagreement your teens are capable of working through themselves. Instead, try asking a question like, "How do you think we can make this right?" Or let's say you realize that everyone in the family needs to contribute more around the house. Include your teen in that conversation. Invite them to think beyond themselves and consider the needs of the whole family. Over time, your role will begin to shift. You become less of the person who keeps everything running and more of the person who helps your teen learn how to run their own life. So what's the one parenting mistake that will shape your teen's future? The mistake is becoming so essential to your teen's daily functioning that they never fully learn to function without you. Years from now, your success as a parent won't be measured by how much you did for your teen. It will be measured by whether your teen became the kind of adult who notices what needs to be done and chooses to do it even when nobody is watching. Of course, no parent gets this right all the time, and every teen's journey is different. But this is the direction we're trying to move toward. Because the goal isn't to raise a teen who functions well only when you're there. Ultimately, you're trying to raise an adult who can navigate life well when you're not there. And one of the greatest rewards of parenting is this. Your teen no longer needs you to run their life, but still wants you in it. Quick question. Does your teen lack motivation sometimes? If so, I have a resource for you. It's this free ebook I've written called 16 Keys to Motivating Your Teenager. Visit daniel-wong.com/ebook to download the ebook today. The download link is also in the description. And here's this other video I've created about the 7-step system for raising a motivated and responsible teen. In the video, I explain exactly how the system works. You'll find it useful, so watch it next.